Welcome to the English Department news for this current semester. My name is Diana Gonda.
Oh.
And this is Matthew Borka.
New semester, new deadlines. Third year students need to submit the reading list for their oral exit exam by this Friday, the 7th of March. Those who study linguistics should consult Mrs. Sabo, and those concentrating on English studies should see Mr. Dosha, and those involved in American studies should go to Mr. Bailey.
The deadline for submitting the szakdolgozat is 23rd of April. Don't be late, see your consultant soon. Get away from YouTube and start work now.
And now less serious stuff. St. Patrick's Day is on the 17th of March. Here, the department will celebrate it on the 20th of March, the Thursday. So hold that day open and make sure you bring your friends with you. During the party, there will be a show program and a no-host bar. Come and celebrate with us.
Finally, this semester, there is a new face among us, a teacher, Julia Várajai. We sent Mati to ask her a few questions.
Hi there. Today we have our new native English teacher, Julia Várajai here, and we're gonna talk about some things, and I'm gonna ask her some questions. So, Julia,
Yes,
where do you come from?
I'm from Britain. I'm from a small town on the south coast of England called Swanage. Which, have you ever read Thomas Hardy?
No.
No? Oh, well, if anybody's ever read Thomas Hardy, that's the place that he wrote from.
We've been talking about, the accent thing.
Yes, we have.
Dorset accent.
Yes, which I don't have. Yeah, I don't have a Dorset accent.
Yeah. So, why did you choose teaching as a profession, and why English is a foreign language in foreign countries?
Well, that's an interesting question, because I think teaching chose me rather than me choosing teaching.
Yeah.
Originally I came to Hungary for an adventure for 1 year, back in 1992, and I started teaching in a secondary school in Nyíregyháza. I was there for 2 years, and then I decided to go back to England to get a sort of proper job, get into management or something. But after being in England for 3 months, I decided that I preferred being here, and I managed to get a job in Eger, which is where I've been living since then.
Alright, and what was your first impression of Hungary when you arrived? It had to be like real different, kind of sense.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised how westernized it was. In 1992, it was much more westernized than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be much more like Moscow or something.
That could be a general impression of foreigners.
Eastern Europe, well, because the Eastern Europe was just the Eastern Bloc to us. And
Yeah,
so
it's like
sort of
Central
closed off
Europe,
area.
it's a bit different.
Yeah. So it was quite surprising. I was also surprised about how hot it was, because I left England on, I think it was September the 1st, and it was really getting into autumn in England, and it was cold and windy and rainy, and I arrived in Hungary and it was 35 degrees, and I was dressed in my winter coat, and
It was hot.
it was hot, yeah, it was really hot.
And how do you think Hungarian and British culture differ?
How
Is
do they
there any
differ?
difference?
Actually, I found a lot of similarities. I find,
Really?
yes, lots of similarities. They're both, or to me, as a British person, I find British people actually quite friendly. Although I've heard that we're supposed to be cold and unapproachable, and the Hungarians obviously are a very friendly nation.
Oh,
So in this way, they're
that's weird
similar.
because it is a general stereotype that British people are really, really, really like, okay.
I think we find it harder to make friends. Once you are actually friends with a British person, you'll find that their friendship is sort of internal. Yeah, it lasts a long time. But
Yeah.
to get there, it may be a little bit hard work. But
What subject? Okay, teacher. this university?
I've been given a nice wide variety of courses. I'm teaching literature, American and British literature. I'm teaching translations, translating techniques, and also just translations, listening comprehension, economics, and grammar. So descriptive grammar and English in use. Those are the subjects I have.
With students, because I've heard that many of the first year students have the classes with Mr. Dosha.
For literature,
Yeah.
I have one which are fast track majors.
Oh, okay, then that's why.
And then
I don't know
my other
these
class is a
people.
mix of, I think they're second years,
Oh,
and
okay.
these fast track people together, it's unclear, I'm afraid, sorry.
Okay.
I've only been here a week.
No problem at all.
Sorry to my students, I don't quite know who all of you are.
No problem. Well, as I heard, you speak Hungarian quite well.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I've been here a long time. I've been here for more than 20 years. I also have a Hungarian husband. My Hungarian husband's family, of course, are all Hungarian. They all speak Hungarian, and so I sort of had to learn. And a lot of my friends are Hungarian too. I mean, they also speak English, but if you go out of an evening, then you can't sort of make the conversation half English, half Hungarian. Everybody, it's better to speak the same language. So,
It's
yeah.
understandable.
And your next question is going to be, was it difficult?
No.
No?
I don't know. It's quite hard. And what do you think of our education system?
It's different from the English system, the British system. It's a lot more theoretical in Hungary than it is in England. I find the English teaching system is much more practical. There are lots more writing essays, reading, discussions, debates, and all that kind of stuff. Both have their good sides, I think. So the Hungarians are very good at remembering things. They know their dates, their names, they know all the important pieces of information, but are sometimes unable to express themselves because they haven't been given that kind of education. The British children, I find, are very good at expressing themselves, but they probably don't know any dates. Big in history, they probably don't know any of them. They don't
So
know
they
any
can
of
get
them.
out of the problems without
They can
knowledge.
talk their way out of it, maybe. Yeah. So there was a mixture of the two would be good, actually.
That's a kind of, well, I don't know, it's controversial whether which one is better.
That has a good sides and bad sides, but
Okay, I think that is for today, and
that's all.
this is the end of our interview.
Thank you.
Bye.
Correction, the date for our St. Patrick's party is 17th of March.